Hello, this is the video that accompanies the piece Wipeout. You can hear it playing in the background now, the backing track. And the purpose of this video is just to explain a few things that aren't written on the music, so you can just play along with any of the parts you wish. And there's about 5 or 6 different parts. There's 3 shown on the music, and then there's some extra ones as well which I'll show you in the video. So the purpose again of the backing track is to play along to practice, and you can change the speed of that if you want to with Speed Shifter, or Windows Media Player can change the speed of it for you as well, and it stays in pitch as well. So what I'll do is just show you some of the bits around the music that aren't written on the music itself. Okay, I'll just stop the backing track. You've heard that. So the arrangement, there's 5 or 6 different parts, as I say. There's a bass line, a melody, there's the chords, there's like an ostinato sort of riff going on, a repetitive riff, and there's also some improvisation as well. I think you'll notice there's some drums as well, of course, as well. So let's show you the drums first. All I'm doing on the drums is beat 1 down there, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4. That's all really, but I'm adding in an extra half beat on the 3 beats, so it's like 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. That's all I'm doing. So try and play that through the backing track and see if you can emulate that as well. The other thing going on there is the chords. You'll follow the chords from the music, but the first time through it's been arranged that we just play 1 strum on the first beat of each bar. So it's like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And carry on through the piece, and that's very simple. Then it builds up the second time through. You play full chords, but playing this rhythm, which is down, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Down, down, up, down, up, down. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. And again, that's the right way through the piece. You will notice there's a C7 chord on bar 10, and you can play just a C chord if you wish as well. That's fine, that will work okay. Other things to highlight, what is actually being played in the background sometimes is a G pentatonic scale, and it's just going up and down the scale rather than doing anything fancy, just so it sort of helps you to get your fingers around the scale and remember the scale pattern. And if you start on the 3rd fret of the 6th string and then use 4th finger on the 6th fret, that's the first bit. On the 5th string it's your 1st finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd finger on the 5th fret, same again on the 4th, 1st finger, 3rd finger, same on the 3rd string, 1st finger, 3rd finger. And then on the 2nd string it's the 1st finger and 4th finger, a bit like we did on the 6th string, and the 1st string the same as the 2nd string. 1st finger, 4th finger. So we've got 3 strings with 1st finger, 4th finger, and 3 strings with 1st finger, 3rd finger. So it's just remembering which strings have 1st and 4th, 1st and 3rd. Okay, I'll play through it all. It's 1st, 4th, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 3rd, 1st, 4th, 1st, 4th. And in the piece of music itself, that pattern is used by going from the bass strings up to the treble strings and then back down again, then adding 1 note on the end, which is this one, the 6th fret of the 6th string. So I'll go through it all now, a little bit slower, and just to show you what's happening there. So after 4, 2, 3, 4. So don't forget to add that 6th fret on the 6th string at the end, otherwise it won't quite fit into the 2 bars or the structure of the music. So that's going on in the background as well in the piece. So have a go at that. I'll practice your G pentatonic scale. forget to add that one note on the end for this particular piece. That'll make it fit in, and you don't need to change that pattern. When the chords change, that will still fit in, so carry on with that. The other thing, right at the end of the piece, or at the end of every 12 bar round of the piece, you hear a sound like this, and that's just the behind the nut, just hit all the strings there. So sometimes you can just do that and just have a practice at that. Gives a bit of an interesting sound. And also on that 12th bar, when you're doing the drums, what you'll find is it's just an improvised last bar, so you just do whatever you like for that bit. So it's 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then you start again for the normal rhythm. So 12th bar, if you're doing the drums, just improvise. The other thing you'll hear in the background is like a repeating sort of tune almost, really, and it's like it's a bit similar to that. Now what I'm doing there is I'm choosing a phrase. So my phrase is pizza for tea, and I'm using that phrase to give me what to play, and I'm playing the 3rd fret of the 1st string, 3rd fret of the 2nd string together. You can either use 2 separate fingers or just bar with 1 finger. And we're doing pizza for tea, pizza for tea, pizza for tea. Can you see how it follows the rhythmic flow of that phrase, basically? It's always nice to have a phrase because it helps you to latch a sort of a consistent sort of rhythm to what you're playing as well, even though it's sort of improvised. So I'm going pizza for tea, then I'm doing pizza for tea, boys, or girls, pizza for tea, girls, and that one is at the end of the phrase you're doing the 6th fret of the 2nd string. Okay? Then you do the whole thing again, but only change the last note. Pizza for tea, yeah. So the whole phrase will be pizza for tea, pizzas for tea, girls or boys, pizza for tea, yeah. So the last one goes up to the 6th fret of the 1st string. So I'll just play it all together now. Pizza for tea, boys, pizza for tea, yeah. And that's it. So you can play that in pretty much any section you like, and when the chords change, it doesn't matter, that will fit in. Now you will notice, if you've been doing the G Pentatonic scale as well, that actually those notes I've just played are all part of that G Pentatonic scale. So we're not playing anything outside of that scale at all. So what you could do on your own is just figure out another phrase if you like, using a sentence or a small phrase type of thing, and just work out a different tune. And then you can repeat that phrase a few times and just play along to the music and see how that fits as well. And that's when you're getting sort of into improvisation, just using the notes in that G pentatonic scale. Okay. All remains to be said is have a go at some of these sections I've just mentioned. Play along to the backing track. Don't forget you can change the speed of that to suit your technical level just at the moment in terms of the speed of the piece. But make sure you do practice things slowly, get them right, get the rhythm of what you're playing right, and then speed them up. I think if you go too quickly too soon, that's when you start to fluff a few notes and you get a bit frustrated and it doesn't quite flow as well as it could. Much quicker progress if you start slow and then build it up gradually. Okay, have fun with this one. It's a nice enjoyable piece, and I'll see you again next time.